Welcome to Kelly's Tech Lounge, the podcast where I help children's activity providers simplify the tech, master their marketing and build a business that fits around family life. This week on Kelly's Tech Lounge, I'm going to go into my journey and how I got where I got today. But before we start looking into running a business around real life and in between those school runs, I'm going to rewind back to when I was at school. Back then, careers advice was not great. I don't remember having any lessons teaching us how to decide what we wanted to do with our lives. So I was very confused. My work experience, I worked in a private nursery with young children, which I absolutely loved. And then of a weekend, I was working in a hairdresser's. I've always had a passion for hair and beauty, and I was actually enrolled in college to be a hairdresser. But after listening to friends and family and their advice and experience, I decided on my careers form to put down office work. And that's when everything changed. I got a job straight after finishing my exams in an office. The pay was good, and I'd got about 6 to 8 weeks before I needed to start college. So I thought, you know what, I'll just have a summer job, earn a bit of money and then go to college. But then I started working there, enjoying the money, enjoying the freedom it gave me. And I actually cancelled my college course and never looked back. Over the years that I worked in an office, I progressed and changed. I managed to have a very successful career. And when I left to become self-employed, I'd been a manager for over 12 years. But something was missing. I needed something that fitted around family life. So I took my redundancy and I started looking. The problem was I was overqualified for the part-time school jobs, and anything else didn't really fit with school life. So I decided to work for myself. And that's when I bought my Messy Play franchise. I set up my franchise in December 2019, and I spent the first 3 months marketing the classes to make them fun. Then I ran my very first Messy Play class the week we went into lockdown. This was devastating. I had no idea what to do. I had no customer base other than the few people that were coming to my one class that I was running that week. And I hadn't got the ability to go online. So I packed away my kit up the loft, spent the summer with my kids, learning through play and using some of my resources, and tried not to think about it. While I was there, I had no idea how to get my business back started or how to just make a little bit of an income. So I started doing network marketing, which has been invaluable for the skills that it's given me to be able to transfer back into my business when I needed to get started again. We were then allowed to go back social distanced, and I did, and the classes were full, and it was amazing. Then another lockdown hit. So after that, when we were allowed to go back, no more social distance, we were back to normal. So we had to start again. This time, it wasn't quite as easy to fill the classes because all the providers had gone back, and there was a lot more opportunity for families to find something they really enjoyed to do. So this is when I feel I really started my business from scratch. I'd had social distance. I did go online for a little while, and then we were back to what they called normal. Was it normal? Everyone was overcautious. So there we were. Let's start growing our business. Over the years, I had to make some tough business decisions. I had venues close on me. I had other venues that weren't successful that I had to stop. But towards the end of me running my Messy Play, I had a thriving business. I'd moved everyone over to a subscription model, so I was getting a regular monthly income, which was great for me and great for the parents because their 6-week term was split over monthly payments, and it made it more manageable. My classes were full. Everything was going really well. It was really successful. And then my car broke beyond economical repair, and that made me make another decision. And the decision was that I needed to follow my passion. And I had to change. My children had grown up. They didn't enjoy coming to work with mommy anymore. And I had a real passion for marketing and digital content, which I've had to learn over the years of running my Messy Play. So I decided to set up Kelly Reynolds Socials, which initially set out as a tech virtual assistant. And in 2025, I spent the year working one-to-one with children's activity providers and providing them with hands-on support running their business. And while I still do this, I have now qualified as a children's activities business strategist, and I am also opening up a membership, Kelly's Tech Lounge, to reach even more providers, so that I can work with more people on a monthly basis, helping them save time, giving them hints and tips on how to get more visible online, how to use email marketing within their business, and how to set up lead magnets and funnels and all those exciting things that probably don't mean a lot to you. But I have a real passion for this area, and that is how I got where I am today. Thanks for listening. I look forward to speaking to you soon. Thank you for listening to this week's episode on Kelly's Tech Lounge. Before you go, if you're a children's activity provider and you're tired of relying solely on social media to fill your classes, I'd love to help. I've created a free guide called Getting Started with Email Marketing, where I walk you through my simple 4-step system to help you build an email list and turn it into bookings. Inside, you'll learn how to ask for permission to stay in touch with parents, set up an email system the easy way, send simple weekly emails, and sell to your list without feeling salesy. You can grab a free copy through the link in the show notes. And if you've enjoyed today's episode, make sure to hit the subscribe, because every week I'll be sharing simple tech tips, practical how-tos, social media advice, and mindset shifts to help you grow your children's activity business in the pockets of time around family life. Until next time, keep building your business.